YouTube, what is going on? As you read in the title, well, before I get into that, I just want to welcome everyone to Road to Six Figures, Ep.3. If this is your first time tuning in, I am documenting my journey for 2023 in my attempt to make six figures in trading. I'm planning to do that by getting funded. And yeah, so I'm here. I'm documenting my journey, showing you the ups and downs, the wins, the losses, and everything in between. So welcome to Episode 3. And as you seen in the title, I just snapped like a 7 week, 8 week, something like that losing streak. So I've been solely trading oil. Why oil? Because oil moves. Like I like the way it really moves. Like it's faster than most Forex pairs. Maybe aside from like I don't know, maybe like a GJ or something, but it's faster than the average Forex pair, but it's not as crazy as like a Nas or a US 30. So it's like a happy medium, but it moves anywhere from like 100 to like 300 pips each and every day. So you really can trade this every day and catch some moves, catch a move or two each and every day. So I don't know. When I was trading it, it kind of, I kind of gravitated towards it, and it's been a wild ride trying to figure this thing out and learn how to freaking tame this thing. So I've been catching L's after L's after L's. As you can see, I started trading oil. Let's go back. Where are we? So this is December. So this is like a month ago, 4 weeks ago. So I'm trading oil here. So this is 11/17. So this is like 8 weeks. Yeah, so this is like 8 weeks. So ever since I started trading oil, as you can see, look at all of this red. I was catching L after 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 L. But this past week, we was able to have a green week. So let's go over the trades. Let's see what we caught. Let's see kind of what happened. Right. So we started off. My first trade was Monday the 9th. So started trading on Monday. And these were my first two trades on Monday. I take most of my entries off the M1. So we're gonna go to the M1 and really break everything down. So as you can see, these are my first two trades. It's like around noon. So as you can see on the M1, we're downtrending. Boom, boom, boom. So basically, what I was trying to do here was catch. So I play fair value gap. So I saw this fair value gap right here, broke structure, came back up. I entered here, got stopped out, and then I re-entered. You see, it grabbed the liquidity, so I re-entered, and I played it down. Let's see how much I made on that trade really quick. Actually, we go to my MetaTrader. I just started using this desktop version, so I really don't know how to account history. So we go to 111. No, it was 18. All right, so was it 19? 19. I have no idea. Like I said I use this desktop to like place trades, but I really don't know how to use it. But I could just go to my Prosperity. I'm bugging. I mean my FX book. So that first trade I made, so this was the loss, and then this was the gain. So I made all my money back from that loss. So took one L, one win. Let's see, because I also take screenshots and jot everything down. So was looking to play continuation, got stopped out, re-entered, made up for the loss. I sold in a discount on the first entry, price grabbed the liquidity, and I re-entered. In the future, I can use the fib as a confirmation tool to see if I'm buying or selling at premium versus discount. Timing also wasn't ideal, but close to 12 p.m. So timing 12 p.m. is not a good time. You have the morning session, which is like 8:30 to like 11. Then you have the p.m. session, which is like the 1:30 to like close. But you really don't want to be trading. This is all ICT teaching, but you really don't want to be trading in between that noon to 1 p.m. So I'm buying right at noon, which is ideal. And I also sold at a, what did I say? I sold at a, what did I say? I sold at a discount. Basically, price hadn't retraced enough. So right, you see how it breaks structure right here. This isn't, even though it's a gap, it's not a good retracement. Actually, I don't know. I would say this is one of the wasn't a bad yeah, it retraced more than 50%. So I mean, I honestly can't be mad at this trade. It was a fit. It broke structure. It was a fair value gap. It just ran past the grab and grab liquidity. So I can't be mad. I re-entered and then I made up for that loss, and we was moving and shaking. Right. So the next trades we have, was it the following day? So we have those. Yeah. So the following day. All right. So we got the following day. Bet. So the following day, we come here. So this is like my bread and butter right here. This is what's been working for me, right? So I look for price to sweep either Asia high or Asia low. This week, London has been really bullish most of the time, so it sweeps Asia low, and then reverses, right? So as you can see, this is Asia low right here. Boom. So it's already below Asia low. And look at this, man. This is picture perfect. It's building up all this liquidity, and what does it do? Grabs it and then runs up. So my first entry, so as you can see, boom, boom, it's running. It forms this fair value gap. So I enter here and get stopped out, but I had good risk management. So as you can see, there's another fair value gap here. Boom. Right here. This is my second entry. Now, when I entered here, I honestly didn't even see this. So I mean, I probably still would have entered here because I don't know if price was gonna come back down to here. So price comes back down to here. I enter, and then we off to the races. That one I caught like, so as you can see, this is that loss, that little loss, and then boom, I caught 74 pips because I'm using 0.01s, right? So I caught 71 pips on this one, and basically this is during like London session. So I mean, I'm up at like 3 or 4 because I'm working an overnight job. So I actually get off at around like 3, which is like ideal. So as soon as I get off, I look at the charts, and then by the time I get home, I so what I was doing before is I was just letting it run, and what was happening was it would run up to like Asia high, take out Asia high, and a lot of times it would fall back down like beginning in New York, and then run back up. Like it would sweep this and this. So what I actually do now is I set a TP for my Asia highs. So I'll go to sleep, right? Because this is like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I'll go to sleep. I'll set TP here or a little bit below it, and then I'll do it like that because I'd rather get something. It might run to the moon, but I'd rather lock in and secure something for sure than have it come up here, stop me out, and then run back up. So that has a lot to do with kind of not being greedy. Yeah, so we got that. So boom. So we took another L, and we got a win. So honestly, if you could go 50% and your wins is bigger than your losses, like you really can do some damage. So this setup was liquidity sweep. This is basically what he teaches in his 2022 mentorship. Market structure shift. So boom, we swept it. This is the swing high. It took out the swing high, and I didn't even see this. This was an even better entry. This was the actual first entry because it swept, right? It formed the swing high. It took it with the fair value gap, and it came back and tapped into it. So this would have been the best entry right here. And then I could have actually scaled in right here, put another position or two. But yeah, so that was that. So moving right along. Next, what was my next trade? My next trade was, so we had, let's see, um was the 10th. So that was okay, so that was London. So then we came back for the New York session. Bong. And we have, what do we have? We have this trade right here. I don't know what this one was. This was a buy. Because I have a sell right here. This is the 10th. I honestly don't know what this. Oh, yeah, this was a sell. All right. So this was a sell in which I got stopped out. Yeah, I got stopped out on this sell. I don't know what's going on, so let's check it out. So these two positions, right? So this one I just went over. Textbook setup, price grab, sell side liquidity, then had a market structure shift by taking out swing high. I entered on the highest fair value gap and got stopped. I didn't see the one below it until I got stopped, and then I entered on the fair value gap below it until after I got stopped out and re-entered. I noticed it was an even better entry. So yeah, that's basically everything that I went over. Textbook setup. Didn't see the first gap. But this is our next one. Um, all right, so this one I took multiple positions. All right, bet. So these are, yep, I had 3 cells right here. All right, so on this one, okay. All right, so this one, 3 positions. Price took out high, created fair value gap on M3. However, it ran through the gap and grabbed more liquidity before going in my direction. My analysis was correct. Price ran 1 to 3, but I didn't take profit. Took trade at 12:30, which wasn't ideal. Accidentally placed 2 trades. Got to count to 40. Greed. All right, so basically, price took out this swing high, right? So I'm looking for the market structure shift. Price, so I was on the M3 on this one. So price took out, let's take out this Asia range. Let's take out this. So price actually, right? So it swept this liquidity, formed that fair value gap. This is my entry. It came down. I was in profit. Did not take it. I got my count up to $40. Did not take it. And then it comes all the way back up and stops me out, right? In this position, I had entered multiple positions because I was on the desktop. I was trying to set my stop loss, and when I was setting stop loss, it was like adding new positions. But I was trying to basically, mess with the desktop. But I mean, this is not a bad setup either, right? It sweeps liquidity, it forms a gap, the market structure shift. But what it actually did is it just came to grab more liquidity. So it came to grab this, right? So it came up here, it grabbed this one, and then it formed another gap, tapped in, and ran all the way. So again, this was good. My analysis was correct. There was just the timing was a little off. It swept one, came back, grabbed liquidity, and then went in my direction. So again, even when I was wrong, my analysis was correct, right? It was just that price came in and swept more liquidity, right? So then let's go to our next trade. This one, this was my best trade, right? Good analysis. I thought that this trade would go much higher, but I just wanted to lock in profits and get low hanging fruit, especially after getting my account to 40 and not taking profit. Price took Asia low, so I was looking to go long. Price took out swing high. Right? So this is my bread and butter. So remember when I told you that last setup was my bread and butter, right? So this is here again, right? So if we look at the Asia range, right? Boom. So Asia takes out these lows or this low. These lows right here. All these lows. And look how the liquidity is built up, right? So we take out these lows, right? So now I'm looking for, and like I said, London was going bullish, right? Majority, a lot of the time, London was bullish. So boom, boom, boom. We take it. We took the lows. So now I'm looking for that market structure shift after the lows get taken, right? So bong, we have a actually this was like the first sign right here. Um, right here, grab this liquidity, boom, and it formed this gap. Wow, honestly, now that this is why it's good to actually review your trades because I'm seeing all this stuff right now for the very first time. Where is my? I'm bugging right now. All right, here we go. This is actually the entry right here. Look at this gap right here. This is the entry right here. Boom. I actually think this is actually where I entered though. Or nah, I entered right here. So in all actuality, right, I entered right here. Boom. So I entered here. I could have put my stops right down here. And then when this one came, I could have got another entry, right? So, but nah, this is still a phenomenal entry. So, bong. So, and I was actually, I was looking at the high time frame and I'm like, yo, I think price could go a lot higher, right? But this is a psychological aspect because I didn't take profit before, right? And I lost that money. I was upset with myself. I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna take profit right now. So same thing I did. Asia range. No, I think I just targeted a 1 to 3 this time. Yeah, I just targeted a simple 1 to 3, and that 1 to 3 was actually, how much did I make on this trade? This 1 to 3 was actually 90. It was actually 96 pips that I caught, right? And I'm like, yo, I think this thing can run. I think this thing can run, but I didn't. And this thing actually, I think this is the day it ran like 300 pips or something crazy, bro. Yeah, we run it all the way up here. It ran for like a 1 to 20. It's freaking ridiculous. And you know what? I honestly wasn't even really that mad that I didn't hold it because I'm like, man, my analysis was correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, I caught 96 pips. Like, bro, you can't be mad at catching 96 pips. Oh my gosh. Yo, price ran 455 pips, bro. It's crazy. And this is why I like oil, because this thing be moving, man. Like, it be moving. But I caught 96 pips there. Trade of the week. But like I said, it was that textbook setup. Same thing, same thing. Right? And what do we have here? This was a trade that I planned out that I missed. So this one was the same thing. Look at this liquidity sweep. It takes this liquidity right here, and I don't know what my basis was for here because I don't see no real like market structure shift or change of character if I don't look on the, let's see, we have a, oh, actually we do. So this was the swing low. Boom. Price came out here. Did it create a gap though? Yeah, it created this gap. I guess. I don't know. It actually took this too, honestly. This is a swing low. Actually, probably on a high time frame. Maybe on the 3 minute. I don't know. I just had that trade and I didn't take it. I hesitated. So, what do we have here? Fair value gap, entry, bad entry, no market structure shift, just a fair value gap. So this was a this was a yeah, this is a bad trade. So price, so I'm looking for it to take liquidity. It didn't take liquidity. It actually created equal highs. It came down, came back up, formed the fair value gap, and I basically just entered here, right? And which wasn't smart. I didn't have the setup right. I didn't have the liquidity grab because right here I didn't grab liquidity. It created equal highs, and then it just broke down. But in all actuality, it just grabbed some of this liquidity and um yeah, that's basically it. But price really did go in my favor though. But because I entered so low, like I had to put my stop. I can't have like, I'm only looking to risk like $2, $3, honestly. So and that was my focus this week. So basically I got stopped out. But what I did when the price came up higher, I started a FTMO trial and I entered on that account and it ran 1 to 3. So it's a 10K account. So I made like 300 on that, which was good. So like, what do we have next? So next we have this trade right here. What we gotta say about this trade? Um, Took Asian lows, swing high created, went to sleep. Was that again? Oh my gosh. So this is the same setup again. Boom. See, look, took the Asia lows. Boom. Created. So then it took out this swing high, created a fair value gap right here. I entered and went to the moon. So that one, I think I added positions. I think that was the last trade of the week. What was that? Yeah, that was Friday morning, right? So that's Friday London. So I think that's these last couple trades. Yeah, I had two positions, so I caught 50 pips here, 28 pips here. Um, 1 to 3, not getting greedy. Yep, so about 50 pips. So yeah. And what happened Friday was, oh my gosh, look how that thing is running. I could have held. Look at how look, and y'all see what I mean by it be running. Look, 180 pips from freaking like no, from like 3 something when I placed the trade move this. From like 3. Okay, so that day. So that was basically it. So I started my account. I think it was like $28. I deposited 19. So the week before I had 24. I made, so then I lost 10, 18, 22, 24. So like around 25. So I lost 25. And then I won like 7. So yeah, I think I had like, I think I started with like $7, $8. Yeah, I started my account with like $8. So yeah, I was at like $28. I remember like $28, and I made like $15. So I grew my account by like a little over 50% in a week. So what I'm doing now is I'm thinking like, even though this is like a micro account, I'm thinking of it like it's a big account. Like 50% in 1 week is ridiculous, right? On a big, imagine if I have a 100K account, bro. That's 50K. You get what I'm saying? So this was definitely a good week for a number of different reasons. So basically, what I did well, the first thing was risk management. This was my goal coming into last week. I didn't want to take, because in the previous weeks, my first trade of the week was like I was losing 20, 30, 40, 50% of my whole account on that first trade because I wasn't putting a stop loss. I was using a mental stop loss, telling myself I would get out at a certain point, or not or using a stop loss, not calculating the pips, and just putting it above a swing high without really knowing what I was risking. So as you can see, I didn't want to risk any more than like $3. And as you can see on my losses, this first one was $4 loss, which was a little bit more. But look, 278, $2, 298, 258, 178, 32. I think this is when I went break even. So I'm keeping my losses small, right? But then my wins, I got a $6 win, a $7 win, a $9 win, a $5 win, and a $2 win, which is an extra position. So I'm keeping my losses to a minimum, and then I'm you know making sure that my wins are bigger than my losses. So if you have a 50% win rate and a 1 in 3 risk to reward ratio, bro, you're profitable. You get what I'm saying? So risk management was number one. I think number two was, sticking to one setup. So like looking at what was working, like that was working for me. Like, London reversals, bro. Like that was working. But I think the biggest thing is what I was working on was that risk management. That was key, man. Key. Because that was what was killing me, you know. Um, that's basically it. So I'm gonna continue to, focus on risk management. I think this week I'm going to. What should be the focus of this week? What do I have to work on? Um, I mean, I think I'm gonna just keep doing what I was doing. I mean, even in like even the trades that I won, like my analysis was correct. It was just prices came and grabbed liquidity and then went down, which is gonna happen. Like I could live with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I'm gonna continue to do what's working with me for risk management. Um, Oh, and taking a lot less trades. Oh, another thing I did is I didn't trade Friday New York. Like I traded Friday London, but then Friday New York, I was looking for a reversal, and then I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, bro, like I'm up, I'm profitable for the week right now. Like I don't want to give away these profits. And then there was right here I was gonna get in. As you can see, there was liquidity right here. It broke down and created a fair value gap. I was gonna get in here, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm like, man, I'm not even doing it, because Fridays is also a day where I revenge trade a lot and blow accounts. So I did a good trade of a good job of limiting my trades. So limiting my trades. So it's good to note what works. So I really took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 trade, and that's not even 13 trades, because on some of them these were multiple positions. So this is one trade, two positions, then one trade I have three positions. So yeah, we kept the trades to a minimum. If you keeping the trades to a minimum, it's hard to blow your account. Risk management was key. Um, we wasn't too greedy. We was greedy at times, but we limited the greed, so we was able to lock in profits and grow the account. So that's basically it. And I started a FTMO trial. I can show y'all that real quick. I can show y'all that real quick. Um, I don't know. Well, I'll show you that later. I'll show y'all that when I pass it. 'Cause I'm gonna pass it probably this week, if not this week, next week. So I'll show my FTMO free trial results. But that's basically it, man. Road to six figures continues. This is a very positive week, but with trading, it's all about consistency. So it's not about having one green week. It's about like, can you do it over and over and over? Because anyone can get lucky on a trade, or get lucky in a week, or get lucky in a couple weeks, right? But can you do it over and over and over, over an extended period of time? And I'm just looking to build that consistency, and then start, figuring out my edge, my risk management, getting my strategy down, my psychology in check, and then, start, you know, taking these challenges to get funded. So It's your boy MH checking out. Until next time. Peace.